I'll tell you, one of my friends, he likes the ball, don't you? So if you don't like it, they might. Well, now back to the 60s, and it's not just clothes like these that are coming back. Music written 25 years ago is regularly getting into today's charts. Jason Donovan has just had a #1 with Sealed with a Kiss, which was first a hit for Brian Hyland in 1962. A year before that, in 1961, Helen Shapiro was one of the youngest performers of the decade to make its #1 in the charts when she was only 14. She was still at school and indeed a Blue Peter viewer when she recorded her very first hit.
I'm very glad I've left school, although, of course, I miss being with my friends and girls of my own age, but on the whole, I'm pleased about it.
She was voted most popular female vocalist in Britain that year, and on her very first British tour, she topped the bill while a new up-and-coming group, the Beatles, supported her. Perhaps her most famous number was a song called Walking Back to Happiness.
Funny, but it's true what loneliness can do since I've been away. I have loved you more each day, walking back to happiness. Whoop-ah, oh yeah, yeah. Said goodbye to loneliness. Whoop-ah, oh yeah, yeah. I never knew I miss you. Now I know what I must do. Walking back to happiness I share with you. Making up for things I said. Whoop-ah, oh yeah, yeah. And mistakes to which they led. Whoop-ah, oh yeah, yeah. I shouldn't have gone away, so I'm coming back today. Walking back to happiness I threw away. Walking back to happiness with you. Said farewell to loneliness I knew. Laid aside foolish pride, learned the truth from tears I cried. Spread the news, I'm on my way. Whoop-ah, oh yeah, yeah. All my blues have blown away. Whoop-ah, oh yeah, yeah. I'm bringing you love so true, that's what I owe to you. Walking back to happiness I share with you. Walking back to happiness with you. Said farewell to loneliness I knew. Laid aside foolish pride, learned the truth from tears I cried. Spread the news, I'm on my way. Whoop-ah, oh yeah, yeah. All my blues have blown away. Whoop-ah, oh yeah, yeah. I'm bringing you love so true, that's what I owe to you. Walking back to happiness I share with you. I share with you. I share with you.
Thank you.
Helen,
Thank you very much indeed.
You were only 14 when that song was at the top of the charts. What was it like being so successful at that age?
Well, it was a great thrill. Walking Back was actually my third hit while I was still at school, and by that time I was getting pretty blasé. Now, that's not strictly true. It was a great thrill for me because I was meeting lots of different stars that I'd idolised, and to me, the thrill was making a record, but to get in the charts was just like double.
How did your friends treat you at school? I mean, were they a bit funny or were they really good about it?
Actually, in general, at least to me, they appeared to treat me exactly the same, except that I was now a bit useful for getting autographs. Cliff Richard.
Do you think the bands at the time influenced the clothes of the time, the miniskirts and everything?
Yeah, probably. That came a bit later, actually. Ugh, I was very early 60s, me. Yeah, the miniskirts and stuff like that all came around 1965. Probably influenced originally by some of the bands, but the bands in turn influenced by the fashions from the continent, like Paris. We were very influenced by what was going on over there, like people like Courrèges. And
I think we still are a little bit.
Yeah, I think we are, and we do a sort of like cheaper Carnaby Street type versions of it.
Do you think the music was more exciting in the 60s than it is today?
I don't know. I suppose some of it, yeah. I mean, some of it was pretty naff. I mean, some of it was great. But quite honestly, that goes through every generation. You're going to get good and you're going to get the bad, aren't you?
So
but the good stuff wins through, I think.
Do you think this is going to catch on then? What do you reckon?
Well, yeah, I don't know. The kids had mixed opinions about it, didn't they?
Yeah.
I think they will. Anything that's colourful. I'm sure some of those little kids would never have worn those long gaudy sort of shorts and stuff that they're wearing now.
No,
that
they're
wearing
really
it.
in, aren't they?
Will you be wearing it again, Helen?
I don't know. I'm having a hard time wearing this stuff today. I don't know,
If
really.
you had the choice, would you like to be a pop star rather now start it all over again in the 80s rather than the 60s?
No, I don't think so. I don't think that I could come into the business these days. It's much more difficult for an up-and-coming singer now than then.
But would you ever re-release Walking Back to Happiness?
Well, we are seriously
should.
thinking of doing
We
it,
think you should.
actually.
What do you
We
think?
thought an
Yeah.
updated version, you reckon?
Definitely.
All right,
Well,
we'll see what
listen,
happens.
Hera, thank you very, very much for coming along.
That's a
That was
pleasure.
brilliant. Thank you very much. We'll be back on Thursday, and Mark, who's been away filming today, will be here with us.
And because next Monday is the last Blue Peter of the series, and also Mark's last programme with us, we're launching one of our special phone video votes, and it is your chance to see the best and the worst of Mark Curry, all those cooking mistakes, all the driving into the set, whatever you like.
Wait, look forward to them. Details of that coming up on Thursday, so we shall see you then. But there's just one last thing. Helen, could we all sing Walking Back to Happiness one more time?
Yeah.
All right, if you promise a singing tune.
Yeah.
Okay,
do a
we'll
little
try.
reference. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Walking back to happiness, whoop-bye, oh yeah. Said goodbye to loneliness, whoop-bye, oh yeah. I never knew I missed you, now I know what I must do. Walking back to happiness, I share with you. I'm making up good things I said, whoop-bye, oh yeah. And mistakes to which still in, whoop-bye, oh yeah. I shouldn't have gone away, so I'm coming back today. Walking back to happiness I threw away.
Don't forget the Kleenex tissues on Thursday then if it's Mark's last show.